In Bethlehem, tourists are once again visible in the streets, camera in hand. In groups or with their families, they are preparing to go to the Church of the Nativity, a symbolic place for the Christian religion.
We had very bad days during the coronavirus pandemic, actually, and we stayed at home with our wives, and family without any job, actually. But let me say, 2 months ago, so we can see some tourists, but not exactly what we expect. But I hope that in future it will be increased and will be good.
After 2 years of not having a tourist, things are returned back to normal, let's say. We start to say few numbers of people are returning back to the Holy Land.
For almost 2 years, tourism in Bethlehem was at a low point due to the COVID. Many shop owners and tourist guides were left without jobs.
We started receiving tourists again nowadays. We are expecting from now till the end of this year we will have more and more coming. Hopefully that the season will be good and useful for the private sector, that they can recover again and they benefit from this tourism coming from all over the world.
It gives us an economy. It gives us generate income, not just only for the guides, for the market, for the hotels, for the whole sector of the tourism inside Bethlehem. Otherwise, without tourism in Bethlehem, Bethlehem is a sad city. That's the main income for the city of Bethlehem.
Bethlehem is one of the cities most economically dependent on tourism. The closure of this activity has affected all the inhabitants of the city.
During the COVID-19, it was all locked down, and all the people, they don't have anything to work or to do. The people, some of them are not working till now. They are working maybe inside of Israel or somewhere around the area. Maybe some of them immigrated to other countries in the world.
It even seems that the corona has transformed tourism and the way tourists visit the city. Jack, a souvenir store owner, is particularly affected by this new tourism, which he says is controlled by guides and bus drivers.
But after COVID, we found that tourists are more controlled by guide and bus drivers and not freely to walk around Bethlehem. The reason is guide and bus driver is asking us for high commission, more than 40%. This is cutting our income, and most of them are Israelis and companies from inside Israel working with some local people on this system of business. It's not business, it's corruption, mafia. It's not organized sector of tourism.
They can't visit the restaurants, the souvenir shops, and most of this, so maybe they come and visit and go. Sometimes they don't sleep in the Palestinian area or in Bethlehem or in somewhere to develop maybe the town.
Even the inhabitants of Bethlehem and its surroundings feel that tourism has been greatly transformed, increasingly controlled by the Israeli authorities.
Today we went to Herodian also, to the Herodian mountain. It was kind of sad because it has changed completely. We had to pay entry to the Israeli authorities. It changed completely.
The latest Israeli attacks in Gaza and Nablus in early August have raised concerns about the impact on tourism and worried some residents, such as this vendor in Manger Square.
We had the Gaza hit last week. It affected a little bit for us also as well. But we hope this never returned, because it was one of the worst years we have ever had in our life in Bethlehem. Because Bethlehem, you're talking about 90% of Bethlehem count on tourism.
Despite that, those last few months, tourists from all around the world are coming to visit the Holy Land, and it seems that they were charmed by Palestinian hospitality.
Palestinian people are super welcoming, and we're very grateful. They've been really nice. Everybody's super helpful. They help us get, tell us where to go, and everybody's been really friendly. So It's been great.
I try to people to come to Bethlehem because it's safety, it's nice, and we're happy to see all the people here around us.